Hello, my name is Kirioth and it's time for yet another Monday Ramble. Something a little bit different this time because, once again, we don't have a specific preview, a pre-order preview. That's going to get confusing because we're also going to talk about, because of the lack of pre-order preview, the new Warhammer Preview Online. That is a different preview, not the preview that we normally cover on the Monday Ramble where we talk about the preview, the pre-orders, the preview. I'm going to stop saying preview now, this is getting silly. So, as I say, a little bit different because this one, not that long ago, I would argue, would not have held all that much interest to me, because this is a new Warhammer Preview Online, which I'll show you in case you don't believe me. So as you can clearly see, ow, that was my knee. Oh dear God, it's broken now. As you can see, a new Warhammer Preview Online is coming. I've said preview too often now, it's lost all... It's gone. It's lost all meaning. The word preview now means nothing to me. It's just a nonsense word. There's a specific word for if you use a word too much. That's like you oversaturate it, and then it feels like it doesn't mean anything anymore. And I forget what that word is. Now I've said word too often. Anyway, a new Warhammer Preview Online is coming, and it's a Mortal Realms special. This is why I reckon, yeah, not that long ago, this probably wouldn't have interested me all that much outside of gawping at pretty models. But the actual meat and veg of the Mortal Realms wasn't really my thing all that much, because 40k was, and I'm something of a creature of habit, as you probably noticed by the fact that we've done like 16 of these Monday Rambles now or something. Really, it should be more than that. We missed one. I know, unacceptable, disgraceful, but this time round we've got Age of Sigmar, obviously, Warhammer Underworlds and Warhammer Quest. I'm actually genuinely quite excited about this one. Like genuinely, really quite excited, especially about Warhammer Quest. And as we take a look down, there's some nice silhouettes here, which makes me kind of looking forward to this. So I reckon screen left, that to me, at first at least, looked kind of Lumineth-esque. The big kind of collar with the drapey bits hanging down. That kind of seems a bit Lumineth to me. Although then again, the staff that's being held, that could be a couple of different things. It's got spikes, so you could think maybe there's something a little bit chaosy about it. But then again, it's also, I mean, there's a few Stormcast models. One of the ones that I butchered. In fact, if you go to the community tab of the channel and go back a little bit, I'll just put a picture in the video. That's more sensible. Do some editing, Kiri. You waste of space. I did take off a bit of staff from a Stormcast Eternal that looked kind of similar to that silhouette. So that could be a couple of different things. Interesting silhouette though, interesting shape. It's like a bulge in the midriff. This is just turning into like the Monday detective work, which I'll be honest, I'm fine with. Then in the middle, clearly that's an undead lad. I mean, what else is it going to be? Probably some sort of skeleton with a big fur cloak. Big fur cloak, big fur collar, maybe like a robe of some sort. There's definitely a bit of, I think probably a bit of armour going on there as well. Got a nice like wolf paw hanging down. But I'm just going off the sword. That sword is knackered. Look at it. That is heavily corroded. That is aged. And therefore, yeah, it's probably sensible to assume undead. And let's be real here. That thing hanging off the pillar, screen right, that's got to be some sort of vampire-esque deal, right? What else could it... I mean, look at the sword. The sword matches the swords that we've seen for the other vampires in the style of it. The hair is pretty on point for the vampire stuff. Got like what looks like a big pointy collar. I can't see any wings, although the legs are weirdly animal-like. Weirdly animal-like. It looks like wolf legs, kind of. The wolf is being it's like a heavy influence here. Although in fairness, look, you know what I mean. That sort of leg, dog leg. Then let's say dog, like a sort of dog's leg, like a, what are they called? I've forgotten the name of them. The stupid like space goats in World of Warcraft. I never had a character that was a space goat because the legs got on my nerves. But like that sort of look. It's got to be something like vampire related. Or, ooh, wait, I'm ignoring the obvious here. Werewolf. Vampires and werewolves? Surely, I mean, it's just a logical extension, isn't it? It's gotta be. I'm going to say werewolf. You watch that be totally wrong now. as always, it's on the Saturday, which I really don't... I will say, 2 PM GMT, you've got all the other things down there as well. If you are not in this country, which most of you watching this aren't. Only just a significant chunk of you are from the UK, but also, like, half of you are from the US. So, I will say, I don't like this bit at the bottom. Don't like this. So whatever you're doing on Saturday, and let's be honest, most of us aren't able to do much at the moment, I'm painfully aware of that, thank you. Did not need that reminder. I know how it is. Can't go anywhere, can't do nothing. The most exciting thing I've done today is gone and got a COVID test, so that's thrilling for me. It was negative, by the way, I'm fine. But, yeah, I'm genuinely excited by this. Like, actually excited. I realise that I've come across very, very, like, I don't know, blasé, heavily sarcastic, even by my standard, but I'm genuinely looking forward to it. I mean, especially Warhammer Quest. The fact is, I've actually been doing a lot of Age of Sigmar stuff recently. I've done, like, a mild swerve over the last couple of days. I did cave. If you saw the comment I left on the last video on the channel, was that Friday? I do have a confession, because, well, you know how we did the part 1 of the range review for the Imperial Guard? I am going to do part 2 tomorrow, with any luck, but I had a bit of a face issue. I totally bought Lehman Russes. So, yeah, I've put 2 together, going to put the 3rd one together this evening, and then buy another box of 3, most likely, because the ideal army is, of course, 10 Lehman Russ. Or Lehman Russes? Lehman Russ I don't know. But there's going to be 10 of them, because... I mean, if you're going to do it, I've always wanted an armoured company, to be honest. So yeah, I've taken a mild swerve back into doing 40k stuff because I want an army of tanks. And actually, that works out with sponsons and weapons options and extra gear and all that stuff. It's roughly 2,000 points, 10 Lehman Russes. So that's not a bad rate of return on your cash spent, to be fair. Yeah, a bit of a ridiculous, like, impulse project, but there you go. What was I talking about? Yeah, I'm mostly excited about Warhammer Quest. This is all over the place. I said it was a ramble. This is terrible. This is bad. Yeah, I'm mostly excited about this because of Warhammer Quest. I have been doing a lot of Age of Sigmar stuff. I've got some ghosties on the go. I've been making some of them. My weird, like, Sylvanas/undead kind of corrupted tree army, which has expanded into incorporating some weird Stormcast guys, because I figured it would be fun if, like, people showed up to try and help with the trees, but then the trees killed them as well, and then infected them with, like, weird roots and stuff. I've also been playing quite a bit of Remnant, which is quite a fun game, and that's also heavily influenced that idea. But between that and the stupid, they're not on the shelf because they're in the light box, but between that and the Ambots that are turned into Realm of Metal Gargants, the Caradron Overlords box, which is actually mostly assembled now. I just need to start painting that. Between that and the various bits of scenery that I've bought now, because I've got all the Warcry stuff with all the big trees and whatever. Age of Sigmar has taken up a lot of my hobby time recently, and even though I might not be quite up to speed with the lore yet, it's just fun and freeing to try something different. And on top of all of that, the stuff for Warhammer Quest has just like hit me in all the right places. It's just been genuinely exciting to see what they're doing with it. Like, there's nothing that's come out for it yet that I haven't liked. I've liked everything they've showed. The Warhammer Quest stuff has just no complaints. There's just nothing. And even like the tiniest, like, most naff nitpick kind of, well, if I'm really going to try and find something, the only thing that has stood out to me as being something that bugs me the tiniest amount has just been the way the capes, like, blow on the skeletons. And that's it. I mean, that's it. It's nothing else. Everything else is just... it's just spot on, and it's making me excited, even for maybe not even necessarily the game, just the contents of it. I think I said a couple of videos ago, even if the game isn't great, I don't really care, because there'll be enough models in the box that the box will be worth getting for the models alone, and so far every model they've shown off, I have at the very least really liked it, if not outright 100% approved of what they've done. So there's no downside, and if they're going to show me more of that, I mean, how can I not be excited by that? So yeah, it might be a Lords of the Mortal Realms, which, by the way, presumably we're going to be seeing some Like, those 3 silhouettes are leaders of some kind. Even though it is Mortal Realms restricted, so to speak, I can't help but still really look forward to it. I'm on board for pretty much anything at this point, but Warhammer Quest is definitely, it's at the forefront of my mind when I'm thinking about like future projects at the moment. The stuff that I've got, I'm not even planning to expand the Sylvanas stuff that much now, purely because I've got a couple of things on the way, but I don't want to have too much of a backlog when Warhammer Quest arrives. Same thing with the Leman Russes. Like, I want those to be done by the time Warhammer Quest shows up. And when it comes to the Caradhran Overlord stuff, that's all easy to paint. It's all following the same thing as my my stupid Ambot Gargant guys, which I'm really happy with how they've come out. And frankly, I should have done the damn Dreadnoughts that way, but I didn't think about it at the time. But like they don't take much time or effort to paint, but they still look a damn sight better than the older stuff I've done. So it's all stuff that I can feasibly, conceivably get done by the time that arrives. And it's kind of spurring me on to just keep pushing with it and to not take time off from hobbying. I think I'm on like a hobby streak of 35 or 36 days, which I know for most of you that's not a streak. I have just days where I'm like, I just can't do anything. It's just not happening. The idea of doing just either assembling is going to be too tedious and painting is just not on the table. And at that point, it's like, well, what can I do? I can't play because I can't leave my house except to go and find out whether or not I've been infected with the disease. So, but yeah, it's giving me a nice drive. It's giving me something to look forward to, something to aim to like have all current projects done by the time that shows up, which, I mean, I'm going to try. It might not be successful, but I'm going to try. Putting the effort in, I'm putting in the hours. Definitely putting in the hours. Yeah, I just it's a good time. It's a good time for hobby right now. It's a better time than the first lockdown, which is weird because I've got even less free time now than I did then because I'm having to teach my kid how to... If you tried to teach a 5-year-old how to write cursive, who even uses cursive? Who gives a shit? I better not say that, actually. I might have to cut that out. I don't think any of my daughter's primary school teachers watch the channel, but I feel like that might get me in trouble. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to let me know whether you'll be tuning in to the preview in the comments down below. Is there anything you're particularly looking forward to? Has Warhammer Quest Cursed City grabbed your attention, even though you're not typically an AOS person? Are you more 40k focused, but it just looks cool and you want in? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I've just realised I didn't shave properly. I didn't sort my beard out before doing this. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to click all the things, Patreon, video, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click if you don't want to. And as always, there's an affiliate link in the description for Element Games, which you can use to support the channel if you would like. I leave it in your capable hands. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.